can you do with your family during the February half term? Well, to be honest with you, not very much, but in this video I am going to share some ideas you may not have considered of things to do with your family during the February half term. Hello, and my name is Tamsin and I run the website theonlychildclub.net, and I'm dedicated to supporting you and your gorgeous one-child family, helping you all to grow, flourish and live life to the full. Now, a couple of things I'm going to mention in the February half term may not be applicable, but it depends when you think the half term starts. So this year in 2025, the last day of term is, well, the last day of the half term is actually Friday the 14th of February, which, as you know, is Valentine's Day, but children are still in school. So you may want to just push that for another day on the Saturday or the Sunday just afterwards on the 15th and 16th. If you want to do that, then perhaps the first day of the half-term holiday, which will be the Saturday, is when you can celebrate St. Valentine's Day as a family. Now, I have got a blog post about how to celebrate St. Valentine's Day as a family, and there's also a YouTube video about that, which I recorded and posted last week. So by all means, go and have a look at that. Now, before I continue with this video on sharing some ideas and things to do in the February half term, please do not forget to subscribe. Press that subscribe button. That's going to really help this channel to grow, and as the channel grows, the community of one-child families grow, and that will be absolutely fantastic for all of us. We'll all benefit as a result of that. So please do me a favour and click that subscribe button. Now, the other thing that you can do in February half term is make pancakes. This year, Pancake Day or Shrove Tuesday doesn't actually fit into the February half term. Some years it does, but Easter is a movable feast, and therefore Lent is also a movable season. And sadly, this year it doesn't fall during the half term, but that doesn't stop you from making pancakes. A person can make pancakes any time of the year. And it will be a wonderful thing for you to do with your child, with your family during the February half term, that you can make pancakes. And I have got a blog post all about fun ways to celebrate Pancake Day, and that includes recipes for both the American style thicker pancakes and the French style thin crepes. So it depends which kind of pancake pickles your fancy, and I will do a pancake related video sometime in the future, so don't forget to subscribe. Another thing that you can do during the February half term is attend some special local events. Now, as I said at the beginning of this video, it is quite difficult to find things to do in the February half term. The weather's not always that warm, not always that clement, and not every tourist attraction is open in February. Sometimes they don't even open until sort of March, maybe even April time, when the weather improves here in the UK, and therefore you might not be able to go to your local pleasure beach or other places of interest. However, in your local community there may still be events that are being put on. So, for example, here in Norfolk in the UK, Norwich has its science fair, and the science fair is quite interesting. It has a lot of stores and interesting things and experiments to do at the forum in Norwich, but there's also guest speakers and scientists who come in and do lectures and all sorts of things. So it's quite fun. So do go to your local council website and see if there are any activities being held in your local area during the February half term that you can attend. Now, during the February half term, it is quite a good time to have a bit of a house clear out if you haven't already done it. So you heard the term spring cleaning. I find that the February half term is probably the best time for that. We're kind of coming out of the January doldrums, the cold, dark days and nights, and perhaps you're starting to get in more of a spring-like feeling, and having a good old clear out of the house will help clear your mind as well. There's a lot of research dedicated to this very idea of clearing out your house, minimizing all the things that you have, and that will put you in a better frame of mind for the rest of the year. So you can obviously do, I can't remember it, you'll let me know in the term below. I think there's a Japanese saying about clearing things out and only keeping the things that are of real use, or things that are really special to a person. And I've watched plenty of programs with that wonderful Stacey Solomon talking about how to clear out your house. So by all means, go. I think BBC, I don't know if it's still on the BBC iPlayer, but by all means, see if you can find some TV shows on YouTube about having a really good, effective clear out, or just give it a try yourself. You could go through your clothes, go through your wardrobe. Is there anything you can sell online on things like Vinted? Go through your child's things as well. Have they grown out of certain clothes? If they can, then can you donate it or sell it? There are plenty of organisations that you can go to where you can sell your old baby clothes and old baby bits and bobs and toddler things, and you can make a little profit out of that, and then you can give some of the money to charity as a result. I've seen a few pop up sort of parent and baby sales, second-hand sales. I've seen a few of those that come up, and they have a haul out, and that's something you can do. So have a look in that in your local area. Perhaps also in the February half term, you can do some DIY jobs that you've been putting off. You may also want to consider selling some of your old things on Facebook Marketplace. I'm still trying to sell this chair, by the way. If anyone wants this chair, you know, let me know. Look, it spins round, it's lovely. If anyone wants my chair, please let me know, because I'm trying to sell it. There's not enough room in here for it. It's good condition. But yeah, I might put that on Facebook again and eBay or something like that. Not on eBay unless people can collect it. Be aware of that with eBay. I made a mistake last year of doing that. I put all of my daughter's LOL and Shopkin things online, and then I thought, oh, actually, I have no way of sending it. So if you are going to put things on eBay, have it as collection only, or just think, how are you going to be able to send it? Nice little tidbit piece of advice, free just for you. So in February, it's a bit of a funny month, really, because it's that in-between month between winter and spring. So you could do some gardening, and I do recommend that you go out in the garden, but again, like you're doing a clear out the house, you might want to have a tidy up of your garden, do some raking, some weeding or de-weeding as it were. Just have a good old tidy up, ready for the summer, but just be careful about planting any seeds, any bulbs. Have a look about what you could potentially plant in February that's not going to get killed off by the frost. It was frosty this morning, very frosty this morning, and you may still get quite a bit of frost in February. So just be careful about, you know, if you do want to plant seeds, you may need to do some things in the house. Plant them in little trays in the house. Do it with your child so that your child learns how seeds grow. And just prepare your garden ready for the spring and the summer, and we're all looking forward to that. That doesn't mean that stops you from going out in February, and I recommend that you go out for a walk in February and see if you can start seeing signs of spring. I've already gone out and seen some little tiny buds on the sticks of some bushes, and I got so excited because I love the spring, I love the summer, so I did get very excited seeing those little buds there. You may also start seeing some birds coming back from their migration, from their holidays. I do remember many years ago I went to the Gambia in Africa, and I went in the winter. It was like January time, and I saw quite a few little British birds, and I'm like, this is where you come when you migrate. Well, I never. They might start returning in February, half term, so see if you can see some British birds that tend to migrate and they're starting to come back. It'd be quite interesting. If you do see any British birds, then do let me know in the comments below. If you go out and go bird watching or something like that, let me know sort of things that you see, signs of spring, if you go out for a nature walk. You can also, with your child over the February half term, go to a local farm if you want. Go to one of those lovely little petting farms. You've got quite a few of them here in Norfolk, and there's a few in Suffolk. They're fantastic for little ones because they tend to put on, it's not just petting little animals like rabbits and goats and things like that, but they also put on other activities for children. A nice little indoor climbing area. Children absolutely love that. They also sometimes do little children's parties. I remember when Sops was really little, I think it was her fifth birthday. It might have been when she was a bit younger. We actually went to Mellsop Farm, which is here in Norfolk, and it was perfect for really little children. And this will help them have a better understanding of where their food comes from. So a wonderful time that children can have together with you as a family, and with animals. Just remember to take your welly boots and have fun jumping and down in muddy puddles, just like our friends Peppa Pig. Now, if you haven't done it already, February half term is probably a really good time for you to start thinking about your summer holiday and perhaps book it. Some of the summer holiday deals may still be available even in the February half term. So if you haven't done it already, have a look. Go to some of the travel agencies, see what's available, get some brochures out. You can get some brochures out with your child. You could cut out pictures, make a little montage thing, is that what it's called? I think so, a little montage of places to go to. Something else you may want to consider during the February half term, if you are not travelling far afield for the summer, is playing the Magic Flying Carpet game. This is a game that Sops and I used to play when she was really little. It was really good fun, and at some point I do intend to do a video of a Magic Flying Carpet game and the sort of things that you can do. But if you want to find out more about the Magic Flying Carpet game, I feel I should trademark that or something. I've said it so many times. Then by all means, go onto the website, theonlychildclub.net, and you can have a look at it and give it a try. I think it would be a wonderful way to spend the afternoon with your child. Well, there's some of the ideas that I've got for you to consider for the February half term. It's not the easiest of the holidays that we have in the school calendar here in the UK. The weather, as I said, isn't always that warm, and it's not so easy to go abroad when, you know, it's only a week long. Some people I know are going abroad, and that's absolutely fantastic, to warmer climates. In fact, I'm looking after their dog while they're away. So that's fantastic. But if you are staying home and you want some ideas, there are a few that you can consider. Do let me know what you're going to be doing this February half term in the comments below. I'd love to know, are you going abroad? Are you going to some fancy warmer climates? Or are you having some day trips, maybe going to London? Or are you just going to have a week of spending special time with your family at home and sorting your house out? Let me know in the comments below. Thank you ever so much, and I will see you next week. Toodles!